New at 5:30, keeping student athletes on a path to success. That's the focus of what's being called the S.M.A.R.T program at Monroe High School in the City of Rochester. News 10 NBC's Jennifer Lukey recently learned more about it from some of the teens who participate.
I was recently here at Monroe High School for an event, and when I walked in, two young men shook my hand and introduced themselves and offered to escort me to the room where I was going. As we were walking down the hallway chatting, I noticed that they had sweatshirts on that said Monroe S.M.A.R.T across them. So I asked them what S.M.A.R.T meant.
The guys explained it as a club of students, mostly athletes, who think they may want to do sports-related jobs in the future.
It's just a very great experience. You meet a lot of new people you never thought you would meet. In school, you never think you'll go to like a college campus for free and stuff. We've been on a lot of trips. We have this thing called S.M.A.R.T Olympics where we compete against each other and have fun.
We talk about what things we want to do and what stuff we want to major in college, and we do job shadowings too.
Principal Jason Mohammed started S.M.A.R.T at Monroe 4 years ago.
We have data from the district that says the more sports a student plays, the higher the GPA, the higher the average daily attendance rate, the higher the graduation rate, the lower the suspension rate. You don't have to suspend an athlete. You tell them they can't play, and that's worse than a suspension. So we put together S.M.A.R.T, sports majors, athletics, and Regents track. We're connecting students' passions for athletics, regardless of what it is, to their academics in a real way.
For example,
you might have a young person that doesn't want to take a statistics class, but they can tell you LeBron's stats from last night. Sir, how could you not want to take a statistics class when you just told me all of the statistics that Curry had last night? And so it's finding a way to ignite their academics in the same way that their passions have been ignited.
And it's working.
It really has taken off, and we have a cohort of about 75 students. And they have the highest GPAs in the school. They have the highest average daily attendance. And last year's valedictorian and salutatorian were two African American males from the S.M.A.R.T program. Now, traditionally, I don't want to say traditionally, but historically, you don't find two black boys as the valedictorian and the salutatorian.
Every athlete isn't in the S.M.A.R.T program, and everyone in the S.M.A.R.T program isn't an athlete, but they all have a passion for sports. So advisors try to connect them with as many professionals that work in the sports industry as possible to show them all of the options out there after graduation.
Different opportunities for everybody. There's different things you could do out in the world.
And it helps you learn these things so you can push for it in the future.
The school even runs summer programming for S.M.A.R.T students to make sure to keep them engaged both academically and athletically in the off season. In Rochester, Jennifer Lukey, News 10 NBC.